So most people that fail in property or don't reach their property goals isn't because of lack of money. It's usually because of unrealistic targets, not prepping beforehand. What I mean by prepping is, investing in your education, doing your due diligence, and having realistic goals. So in today's video, I'm just going to break down why investors and people that try to get in property don't succeed. Let's get into it. Craig Parker here from Parker's Property Sourcing, just coming at you with another video today. And in today's video, I'm just going to touch on why people don't go forward in property, don't succeed in property, and have bad experiences. For me, I've always looked at property and I've been taught by, one or two property gurus, if you like to call them that. And, the mindset that I've been given and that I've adopted is that property isn't a get rich quick scheme. Getting into property for me and invested in property is a wealth building process, and wealth isn't made overnight in property. Wealth is, made over time. So a lot of people that get into property really, are tricked by the social media hype, all the different strategies that people talk about, the Airbnbs, serviced accommodations, the HMOs, the short-term lets and stuff like that. That's all great. That's all good. And I've seen many people do it and it works. And, they do make money, pretty fast. But, if you're getting into property to build long-term wealth, I believe that, buy to lets can build that for you. Having a strong portfolio of buy to lets can definitely build that for you. But you have to really be patient. Firstly, before you get into it, invest in your education. Also, think about an exit strategy and what you're really trying to achieve. If money, having quick, fast money here and there, coming at you quick, is what you want to achieve, investing in buy to let, boring vanilla buy to lets may not be the thing for you. But if you're somebody that wants to build long-term wealth and somebody that wants to, build a little bit of a legacy, hand it down to your kids, so on and so forth, I definitely believe buy to let can work for you. So really, we just need to make sure that we're not, running into this thing blind, because there's so many people that have got into property that have not made money in property, not built any wealth in property, and got in and got out quicker than you can blink, because they've gone into a deal blind. They haven't run their numbers. They haven't worked out their return on investment. They haven't researched the area. Now you got compliance. You got to make sure that you're fully compliant and you're crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. And for me, if you do that, firstly, invest in your education. Secondly, work out what your strategy is. Thirdly, make sure that you're going into a deal with a good return on investment that works for you. What works for me may not work for you, but you've got to work out, what return on investment on that money that you've put in works for you. And my biggest bit of advice would be, if the return on investment isn't what you're after, don't do it. If you're not sure on the area that you're investing in and you don't know the demand, you don't know the area well, the local schools, the crime rate, so on and so forth, don't do it. Take your time, educate yourself on the area, on the deal, on the return on investment, and then go into it. And I say that because a bad deal doesn't become good with optimism. It's all well and good having a positive mindset and being optimistic and, saying, yeah, property is the right thing to get into. It's gonna, my investment's gonna double in 10 years and so on and so forth. You could be right, but I think that you should be making sure that it's not a guessing game. You're sure of it before jumping into it. And, for me as well, jumping into a property without fully knowing your numbers, without fully knowing your exit strategy, is a recipe for disaster. We can't let the market decide your property fate, your education, your know-how, your strict goal and your mindset should determine your property success. So for me, property investments don't fail. People fail in property, So my message to you today is, firstly, thank you so much for, watching my videos. Hopefully you're binging them, going through, my different strategies that I talk about, ways to find properties below market value, to find good property deals, how to analyze property, what to look out for, what not to look out for, what to do and don't do. Just make sure you're subscribing to the channel, you're liking, you're sharing with friends and family. Sharing is caring, knowledge is power. But, I would say people that want to get into property, or that are in property, that may not be doing as well as they thought they would be, because of all the social media hype and all these property gurus that like to, say that you can become financially free in 3 months. Some people do, but the reality is that you have to walk before you can run, and you have to run before you can fly. I look at property investing as a wealth builder over time. Yes, you can get a nice bit of passive income along the way, and you can build up a nice little, compounding bit of money in that bank account along the way. But you have to be patient, and you have to know, before you're jumping into a deal, your numbers, the area, and your exit strategy. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. I've been Craig Parker. Till next time.